Hello everyone, and welcome to part 15 of my Pokemon Black version playthrough on the Johnster Space channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see, I'm in Castelia City, where I'm about to do the third gym, you know? But before that, I'm gonna go to a different street, because I found out that if you play on a Tuesday, like today, and you go to the Casteliacone, ice cream stand, you can get one, you know? When I tried going here on a different day, it wasn't available. As you can see, here's the stand. And if I walk behind where the guy at the end of the line is, he's gonna say something to us. Yeah, he says, huh? Oh, here you can buy the dessert that everyone in Castelia City is talking about. Are you going to get in line? You see, when I tried going here on a different day, there was no way to get in line. It was already sold out. But when I go here on a Tuesday, like today, you know, we can get in line. So I'm gonna say yes. And then he says, I see. The line gets really long. But it's definitely delicious. It's worth lining up. Then, you know, you go through the line. People come before and after you in the line. Walking, as you can see. Alright, one more person and then we're now in the front of the line. Alright, and then the server says, at the stand, she says, how about Castelia City's famous Casteliacone? It's $100. Would you like to buy one? And I did. Thank you very much. We hope you enjoy the cute appearance and the naive flavor. Reshy obtained a Casteliacone. Reshy put the Casteliacone in the medicine case. Can we get another one though? No. Now that guy, when I talk to him, says they're sold out for today. So we got one, I guess you can get one per day on a Tuesday. Today. Well, let's read what the description of it says in my, you know, medicine case. Casteliacone. Castelia City's specialty soft serve ice cream. It heals all the status problems of a single Pokemon. You see, it has this ice cream look. You know, it's ice cream in a cone. So yeah, that's a pretty cool item. Heal status effects. And you know, it's closed during winter, so you can't get one during winter. But since it's spring, you know, we can get one. So yeah, I guess you can get one per day on a Tuesday. For $100, that's not a bad price, you know? I have like a lot of money in the game, you know? So now that we bought our Casteliacone, since I couldn't get one another day, but so now we have one, you know? You know, now we have the ice cream that I wanted to like try and get since I couldn't before. Let's go to like the gym now, you know? Let me just read you what the sign outside the gym says. Castelia City Pokémon Gym. Leader, Burgh. Premier Insect Artist. So yeah, let's go in. Alright, what does the guy at the front of the gym say? What do you think of Castelia City? I bet with all the bustling people, you started feeling worn down on your way to the gym. Never mind, this will help. Take it. Reshy obtained a fresh water. Reshy put the fresh water in the medicine case. The theme of this gym is walking through walls. At first glance, these funny honey walls may look impassable or even impossible. If you try hard, it'll work out, so I say. But if it doesn't, here's a sweet tip. Step on the switches on the floor. Oh yeah, if we run, we can like get through a honey wall, you know? This gym looks like a beehive, you know? It's kind of interesting. Got like honey in these hexagon shapes. So yeah. Oh, okay, we can like walk through Alright, that was a switch on the floor, you know? The switch opened the gate to another honey wall. One on each side. Well, one of them, you know? And there's paintings everywhere, too. So yeah, you walk through honey walls to progress in this gym. Kinda weird, but cool, I guess. Cause the guy likes bugs. You see, there's this honey wall behind a gate. I can't get through there. I see where the next switch is, though, to open that gate. But we have to battle like a clown guy. He says, battles in the Castelia Gym are beautiful. They are pure art. You are challenged by Harlequin Jack. He sent out a sea waddle. Oh yeah, I should use a fire type move. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to my Blitzel named Shocker, you know? Because it has like a fire type move on it. So that might be more effective than using grass type moves, you know? Which won't really do anything. Oh yeah, it was super effective. The sea waddle fainted in like one hit, you know? And I used flame charge. Shocker gained 280 XP. Sancho the Servine gained like 62. Now he's sending in a Venipede, so I'm not gonna switch, you know? I'm gonna keep battling. So if I use flame charge again, this should be easy. Yeah, it took out like half of his health. No. Whoa, that was a powerful move, he did. Alright, we beat the Vampire. It fainted. Shocker gained 313 XP points. Defeated Jack. Falling beautifully. This is also an art. Reshy got $640 for winning. So you know, my Blitzel almost lost all of its health during that battle. So I'm gonna like use some items, you know, before the next one. Let's see, it's poison, so I need to use a certain thing. Yeah, and let's see, an antidote. So we use the antidote. Shocker was cured of its poisoning with the antidote, you know. And I'll use a potion to like restore health. Alright, I'll use a super potion, which restored all of Shocker's health, you know? Shocker's HP was restored by 46 points. Yeah. Alright, so we stepped on the switch, and it opened another wall that we can walk through, you know? These honey walls. So let's do that. Oh wait, we just stepped on our switch and this clown guy appeared. He says, when you step on the switch, the one that pops out is me. On that note, have a battle with me. Alright, another battle. You're challenged by Harlequin Kerry. You sent out a seawater, just like the other guy. So this time I'm going to use the slam move on my Servine named Sancho. Cause that does a lot of damage, you know? So let's try it out. Slam. Yeah, that took out like half of its health, you know? So slam is a good move we can use on our grass type. If say I don't want to switch, you know? Sancho got 123 XP points. Shocker gained 187 XP points. Now he's sending in a Dwebble. I'm not gonna switch them. Dweeble, is that how you say it? Looks kinda like a crab, you know? Let's use another slam. Okay, against this one, I guess normal type moves are not effective. So I have to use a different move. Maybe Leaf Tornado? Oh yeah, that took it out, you know? Leaf Tornado was the way to go. Player defeated Harlequin Kerry. I wasn't hiding under the floor just to lose. Reshy got $640 for winning. Hiding makes battle instincts dull, you know? That's what he says when he loses. Kind of fun. Alright, here's more switches we can step on. Alright, we unlocked another, like, gate with a honey wall. But there's probably gonna be another guy here, you know? Alright, yeah, here's another switch. It can't be that easy, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's another guy here. We go for the switch and he just shows up. It's never that easy. This clown guy says, "Yeah! Thank you for going to the trouble of calling me out. I'll channel my gratitude into my Pokemon's moves and make sure it gets to you." And it's a battle. You're challenged by Harlequin Rick. He sent out a sea waddle. Well, I know the strategy for these. You can either use like a slam move or like that fire type move. The great thing is that since Servine is a grass type as well, like when the opponent uses a grass type move on it, it's not very effective. So that's why, you know, I use a normal type move, so I can do a lot of damage to him. But if like he does a grass type move on me, it doesn't do a lot to me. So yeah, let's do another slam. And we won. Sancho gained 137 XP points. Shocker the Blitzel gained 205. Player defeated Rick. I was defeated by your strong spirit. You seem unfazed by anything. Reshy got $672 for winning. These guys have like level 21 or level 20 Pokemon. So while they're strong, you know, we have like a level 29 Servine. So, you know, I'm like prepared for this gym. And then the guy, after we beat him, he said, "If you had not stepped on that switch, I would still be stuck hand away." That's right, bug gym trainers like to be bugged. Alright, here's another wall though with a switch. We unlocked another like area with a wall. Alright, I see another switch, but there's another guy here too. He says, "What do you think? This Pokemon Gym, how should I say, isn't it full of outrageous and mysterious charms?" You're challenged by Harlequin Lewis. Harlequin Lewis sent out Vampire. Sancho gained 104 XP points. Shocker the Blitzel grew to level 21. So it leveled up, you know, one of our other Pokemon. Now he's sending in a sea waddle, so I'm not gonna swim. Yeah, let's keep battling, you know. Sancho gained 123 XP points. Shocker gained 178. Player defeated Lewis. As a trainer, you are full of charm. Reshy got $640 for a ring. Alright, now we can step on the switch. It looks like we're almost able to get to the area where the gym leader is. Just one more switch to step on, and we'll be there. But that means there's probably another guy. Yeah. Or not, I guess. Alright, the last gate is open. Before I go through the final wall to get to the gym leader though, I'm like gonna go back to the Pokemon Center and like heal up my like team. So I'm like fully prepared. Maybe I'll buy some potions too. Yeah. Well, let's go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy some items too. I guess I'll buy a few super potions. Alright, so we'll buy like 3 super potions for $2,100. So yeah, we bought that. Let's see, what else? I guess I'll buy some awakenings, you know? I'll buy some burn heals, you know? I'll buy some ice heals. 2 ice heals for 500. And I think I'll buy another escape rope, you know? I'll buy like 2 escape ropes. So we have 3 in total. Alright, that's all we're doing at the center, so let's go back to the gym, you know? Now that we're all healed up and stuff, you know? Alright, now we can go through the last honey wall here. And then, yeah, I see Burgh. He's at the top here, you know? So time to challenge him. Just gonna save my game first, though, you know? In case this goes bad. We should be able to do it on the first time, though. I mean, I know that he uses bug types, so fire moves are really effective. So yeah, here he is. Burgh says, "Thanks again for your help. My bug Pokemon are scurrying with excitement about getting to battle you. Let's get straight to it." Reshy versus Burgh. You're challenged by Leader Burgh. Leader Burgh sent out Whirlipede. Snick, my switch was turned on. I don't know what he means by that, but let's keep battling. Oh, he used a hyper potion. So all that damage we did was, you know, we have to like get his damage down, health down again, because he restored health. We took it out now though. No wait, no, he still has some health left. He used another hyper potion. I might have to switch to a different Pokemon, I think. My Servine's already low on health. Alright, I'll switch the Shocker, you know, with his fire type move. Whoa, a critical hit. That was serious. Alright, I'm using a potion. Hey, why did that not do as much damage though? That's a massive move he keeps doing though. Alright, I guess we have to like lose my Blitzel, you know? Yeah, he's done. But we restored health on Servine, so back to him, man. Good, he didn't use a potion this time. Sancho gained 555 XP points. He's about to send in a Dweeble. Will I switch? No, I'm gonna keep battling. That first Pokemon took a lot of effort to take out, you know? And we used Mega Drain, you know? The Mega Drain restored our health. Alright, at least this Dweeble was a lot easier to take out. Now we're on to his last Pokemon. Sancho gained 286 XP points. Sancho grew to level 30. Leader Burgh's about to send in Leah Vanny. Will you switch? Let me see. I think I'm gonna keep battling. Alright, then he says, could it be time to bug out of here? No, I refuse to be squashed. So you know, he's going all in, I guess. But I gotta go all in too. Yeah, this is a hard gym battle, you know? Yes, we won! We beat the gym! Sancho gained 1,136 XP points, defeated Burgh. Is it over? Has my muse abandoned me? Reshy got $2,760 for winning. That's a massive amount of XP and money. We almost lost our Servine though. Honestly, it's funny how his first Pokemon gave me more trouble than his last two. But yes, we beat Burgh on our first try. You know, like how we beat the second gym on our first try. So I'm improving, you know, in Unova. More people will know about Reshy, I guess, in the world, and his accomplishments. Yes, we beat Burgh. I'm so relieved, you know. That was kind of pretty hard, you know. And then Burgh says, "Aw, I lost. Whatever. Losing to you doesn't bug me because you are amazingly strong. This is the gym badge. You beat me, so it's yours." We put the badge in our case. Our third one. Reshy received the Insect Badge from Burgh. It's the Insect Badge. It's insectable. I mean, incredible. If you have 3 badges, Pokemon up to level 40 will obey you, including traded Pokemon. Because I'm a generous guy, I will also give you this. Reshy obtained a TM76 struggle bug. Reshy put the TM76 in the TM's and HM's case. Struggle bug also lowers the special attack of the target that was damaged. I'm the best guy to tell you, it's the little things that count. How many discoveries have you made since you started your adventure? When I was a kid, my innocent heart was captured by the beauty of bug Pokemon. I drew with them and battled with them, and after all this time, I continue to discover new things. A world shared with Pokemon is a world swarming with mysteries. Burgh says, and you know, now we're done, we got our badge, so let's leave the gym. You know, I'm so happy about that. Let's see what the guy at the front says. You know, when you first enter the gym, the guy at like the exit. Let's see what he says about us getting our badge, you know? Well, I said a tough battle, but you know, we pulled out in the end and won. Oh yeah, if I check the pedestal, like the statue at the front now, it says Castelia City Pokémon Gym. Gym leader, Burgh. Certified trainers, Sharon, which is like our friend, and then Reshy. You know, now we're a certified trainer in this gym. Reshy. And what does the guy say? Wow, that's amazing. You swatted aside our gym leader Burgh's tricky attacks. I can barely imagine how much stronger you're going to get. Alright, let's leave the gym. The X transceiver is ringing. We're getting a call right after we got our badge from who? Reshy picked up the X transceiver. Oh, it's Bianca. She's calling us. She says, "Hey there, where are you now?" And you see on the call it shows us and her. Though this can show up the 4 people at once. But right now it's just 2 people. So Bianca says, "Hey there, where are you now? Could you do me a favor? Let's have a Pokemon battle. Iris has trained me and I've become a little stronger. I should be able to protect my own Pokemon now. Let's meet at the gate to Route 4. Okay, see you later." And then she hung up. Well, I was gonna go to Route 4 next, you know? So this is great. We can meet her at the entrance to Route 4. First I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Center though. You know, so I'm all ready for the battle with, you know, our friend Bianca. Kind of funny how she doesn't ask us about, hey, did you get your badge or not? You know, she just wants to battle us. That's fine, I guess. Alright, now that we all healed up again at the center, let's go to the end of Castelia City. I mean, I've explored pretty much everything in the city we can. So I'm like ready to move on to the next area, you know? I mean, I started exploring Castelia in like part 12, and this is part 15. So that's been like 4 parts of just this city. That's how big it is, you know? Alright, so if I go here, Bianca should be waiting. Alright, let's enter the Route 4 gate, you know? Route 4 ahead, that's what the sign says. I'm just gonna buy something from the vending machine first. I guess I'll buy like a lemonade, you know? A lemonade dropped down. Reshy obtained a lemonade. It's $3.50, you know? Reshy put the lemonade in the mess in case. Alright. And I guess this is the end of our exploration of Castelia City. We explored everything, you know, we got the badge. And, you know, let's go through the Route 4 gate now. Alright, here's Bianca. Bianca says, hey, Reshy, you remember the promise you made on the X transceiver, right? So, let's get right to our Pokemon battle. But before that, she goes to the receptionist and asked her a question. They said we can have a Pokemon battle in the gate as long as we're careful not to break the electric bulletin board. I'm the new and improved version of me. It's gonna go great this time. Let's start up our Pokemon battle again. Bianca versus Reshy. You're challenged by Pokemon trainer Bianca. Bianca sent out Herdier. We sent out Sancho the Turbine. We took him out in one shot. Sancho gained 197 XP points. Shocker gained 300. Bianca is about to send in Luna. Will you switch? No, I'm gonna keep battling. Bianca says, my Pokemon and me, we trained and got tough. Well, let's keep battling her. Oh, she used a super potion. We took out her Luna. Sancho gained 88 XP points. Shocker gained 134 XP points. Bianca's about to send in Pansear. Will you switch? Yes, I will. You know, since my Servine's a grass type, if she uses a fire type move on her Pansear, it'll do super effective damage to me. So I'm gonna switch to my water type Simipour named Water Gun. Because you know, water is super effective against fire. So yeah, let's do it. Go Water Gun. And she sent out her Pansear. So if I use a water type move, it should be super effective. Water Gun used Water Gun. Yeah, it took him out in one shot. Super effective. Pansear fainted. Water Gun gained 153 XP points. Shocker gained 145. Now she's sending in a D-Watt. Will I switch? Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to my Servine named Sancho, who's now level 30. Yeah. Wait, actually... Okay, so she evolved her Oshawott into D-Watt, I guess. So actually I'm gonna use my Blitzel named Shocker. Because you know, let me think here. What's super effective against water again? Oh yeah, I think it is grass. So I'm not actually gonna switch. I'll just use my grass type Mega Drain move. And that should do a lot of damage. Sancho used Mega Drain. Yeah, that was super effective. I was right. Grass is effective against water. Then Bianca says, "Oh, am I in trouble?" You know, alright, let's beat her with like a slam, you know? Oh no, wait, she used the super potion. Of course, it's not that easy. She likes using potions. Alright, the D-Watt fainted. Sancho gained 276 XP points. Shocker gained 414 XP points. Defeated Bianca. I trained with Iris, but I still could not win. Now she got $2,000 for winning. Then Bianca says, oh wait, she got like a little sad, I guess, after we beat her. And then she says, I'll never be a strong trainer like you or Sharon or Iris, but you know, since we left New Vema Town, I've met a lot of people, and I've been thinking about what I want to do in life. When you look at it that way, Pokemon has given me a lot of new experiences. Having my Pokemon stolen was just really hard, and I felt really unsure. Still, I gotta say I'm really glad I went. I've learned so much on this journey. And also I learned that being with Pokemon is really important. Really, really important. Okay, well, I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye, Reshy. And she went back to the city, I guess. Well, let's talk to the people in this gate, I guess. What does this man in the gate say? Route 4 is long. Be careful if you plan to follow it. What does the receptionist say? Nimbasa City is at the end of Route 4. Well, before I end off this video, because it was mainly focused on doing the gym, I'm just gonna read what the bulletin board says, you know, by standing on the information panel on the floor. Alright, this is what it says. May 19th, 2026, Castelia City, sunny, Route 4, sandstorm, Nimbasa City, Sunny. A trainer from New Vema Town challenged and successfully beat Burgh, the Castelia gym leader. That's us. Names will bring you wonderful relationships. Name Raider in Castelia City. Alright, so as you can see, Unova now knows that we beat the gym leader in Castelia City. They have it on the information board, you know? So, you know, more and more people are learning about Reshy, I guess. And his accomplishments. You know, Reshy's name is spraying in Unova. As you can see, it's on the board here. You know, it says we beat the gym leader. It's like official news, you know? And then after Route 4, I guess we're going to Nimbasa City. Sounds kind of ominous, there's a sandstorm on Route 4. But I guess that'll be for the next part. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching part 15. And see you in part 16, where we will be going on the Route 4. Bye!